Hello everyone. Now we come to our final lecture, Innovation Accounting. Innovation accounting is a very valuable concept that you need to understand. This is a critical part of growth hacking as well, but at the same time, even without using growth hacking, you need to know something about innovation accounting. When you start your own company, you have an idea, you have a great idea. You don't exactly know how to make money out of it, but you have a great concept that satisfies the unarticulated needs of customers, and you can do something about it. You can build the business model around it. But at the same time, it'll take some time for you to develop your business model, develop your products and services, and you need to get the customer base, and you need to somehow find a way to monetize what you have. The problem with that is, in order to do all that, you need financing. You need to evaluate your company somehow, some way. Now, every method that we have to evaluate the company are based on traditional numbers, like revenue, like expenses, cost. And sometimes we need to talk about the cash flow. However, unfortunately, in the beginning stage of startups, you may not have any of those numbers. Further, let's say you are 3 to 5 years into the whole process. You have a little bit of revenue, you have limited number of customers, but at the same time, they are not big enough to give you proper valuation of the company. In that case, what we do is we use innovation accounting. So we can evaluate the company properly, so you can move on and you can communicate with your stakeholders, customers, and investors about exactly where you are at in your business development cycle. So innovation accounting is a way of evaluating progress when all the metrics typically used in an established company, yes, revenue, customers, return on investment, market share, are effectively zero. In other words, this is a valuation method or tracking method that startups use because startups do not usually have what established companies do. So here's the introduction. There are a whole bunch of things you may need to know or you may not need to know all this. But if you actually look at some of them, these are the ones that we have been talking about with a little bit different wordings. Measure everything as a cohort. Yes, we talked about that. Metrics tell you what's going wrong, but not why. Yes, we did talk about that as well. Pretty much everything that on this list, we already discussed it. You know what's going on. What's more important is, so how do we do this? It's a simple dashboard. Another thing that we talked about throughout the course of this lecture series, if it is complicated, if it is too difficult, nobody's going to read it and it won't be used. So we like to make it as simple as possible, and these are 3 examples. Experiment Canvas, Lean Dashboard, Javelin Experiment Board, all are very simple and easy to create, easy to follow, easy to track. So those are the things that we are going to use. Whatever dashboard that you decide to use, there are 3 levels of innovation accounting that you need to follow. So here's number 1. Level 1 uses a simple dashboard of metrics, a team to track progress over time at the start of a project. That's okay. What you need to focus is, you have to keep in mind, customer focused. It's all about customers. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. It's customer focused, customer discussion, customer feedback, conversion rates, per customer revenue. It's all about how we look at the customers and how it is related to your business. That's what we do, and that's the level 1 represents. It's a beginning of your growth. How many users do your business talk to each week? How many users have actually tried the product? See, when you're looking at this, you can now understand a little better about why Pirate metrics were constructed that way. We move on to level 2. So once we complete the cycle of level 1, when we are moving on to level 2, we make leap of faith assumptions. So what's that mean? The focus of this second level matrix is to clarify the product's market fit. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, level 1 was about customer. Level 2 is about the product market fit. Is it really good for the market? Can we actually sell it? So there are two types of leap of faith assumptions that we make. Value assumptions. So what are the real values? 2, how do they find you? If you don't have any values, then nobody's going to buy it, period. So discussion stops there. Let's say you have a good product that actually gives you values. Then as soon as customers see the value, they will buy it. But at the same time, they need to be able to find you. How do they find you? Those are two leap of faith assumptions that you need to make. So at this point, value matrix, we are trying to test the positive behavior of the customers. So it's more about retention. Repeat. Do they come back and buy again? When they come back, are they willing to pay a premium price, not just the sales price? We briefly talked about this when we were talking about the revenue stream. Usually startups introduce a lowered price so that they can enter the market, right? Discounted price that actually affects your revenue stream. Now, when they see the value, they may go, you know what? I thought that was a good buy because it was so cheap. It was like $1. I just bought it. After I used it, I realized that it's worth more than $20. If you charge me $10, I'll still buy it. That's what we are talking about. Are they willing to come back? Are they willing to buy again? And when they buy it, will they actually pay the full price or premium price? Growth metrics are looking for indications of sustainable growth. Sustainable growth as in it has to keep going. In order to do that, people have to talk with each other. That's a good product. You need to go try it. You need to buy it. So at this point, retention, referrals, those are the kind of things that we are looking at. Level 3, reality check. So level 1 was customer. Level 2 was a product market fit. Now level 3, is your company actually worth it? What is your net present value? Now if you sit back and think about it, we don't have anything to substantiate your argument about your company's worth $20 million. You have 3 customers. Not that many people, the 2 of them came back and bought the same thing. You cannot say now my company is worth $20 million unless your product is, I don't know, the $10 million a piece. That doesn't really happen. So how do you substantiate your argument about the value of your company? This is what we do. We have this many good customers. 90% come back. When they come back, 80% buy. When they buy, they are not looking for bargains. They are not looking for discounted prices. They are willing to pay premium value, premium price. On top of all that, they keep talking with each other. They keep referring our product to other people. So our customer base, people that come to our store, people that come to buy my product, it keeps increasing. By showing that you can substantiate the value of your company. So it is very simple. Level 1, customer. Level 2, product market fit. Level 3, now can you put these 2 together and substantiate your argument about the value of your company? That's what we are trying to do. Now, let me ask you this again. We've been talking about these pyramid metrics over and over. Are they the only metrics that we can use? No. Can you come up with something better? Maybe. Then how do you find those metrics? Experiment. That's what growth hacking is about. That's what Agile is about. Cut it down to small, workable project, complete it, make a workable increment, go out there and ask customers again, and keep adding features and solutions that customers are looking for. And when you do, they keep coming back and pay the right price. And that's how you develop your company and ensure the sustainable growth. This simple concept, although it is very simple, start with the customer, find out what they need, and develop something they need. And go out there and ask again, is this what you want? Is this what you need? And learn from them, make it better. And in the meantime, all those people that you talk with, convince them to keep coming back to your store, see your story that integrates what they want and what they need, and that's how you grow your business. This is pretty much what we wanted to talk about. Now, if you want to do that, simple. You have to make it a workable project and get it done as quickly as possible. And at that point, remember, solution is not in your office. Go out there, ask, learn, make your product better, and make your company better. That's what we wanted to talk about, and that completes our lecture series. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you again soon.